Hello and welcome to another Forged Lands Forever cast. I'm your host Swkoll, and today we're looking at a game between Congreve and Tagrock on Fields of Isis. Congreve going as the red UEF and Tagrock going as the blue Seraphim. Tagrock going Land Factory, 2 P-Gens, and then reclaim at the top. Yep. Congreve going Land Factory, 2 P-Gens, and a Mechs, and then reclaiming at the top. Wait, is this... Appears both this NG... Multiple NGs headed to the top. This one's being stopped to build the hydro. Actually, Tagrock deciding not to go forward. Just sending an engineer, which will get there faster than Congreve's ACU. Let's just look at the timers. 1 minute. Predicting 10-second lead. A nice scout from Congreve. Which can you see with that scout? Surprisingly little. I don't really agree with that scout placement. There's nothing you could see. Raiding groups come this way. You could at least send it to the top or bottom. Congreve slower to get the hydro. And now air factory is going up from Tagrock. Raiding groups for Tagrock in the top and bottom. Tagrock now expanding to the top expansion. And Congreve going to the bottom expansion. Tagrock quickly grabbing all this mass before Congreve can get there. Grabbing the important chunks. This is the most mass, and so does this. You want to grab that, that, and that, if you have a choice. Sam versus Striker. Striker wins. It's a scout battle. Exchanging air scouts in a very symmetrical manner. 4 NGs on power spam. Tagrock is sending his ACU to the bottom after Congreve picked up most of the mass at the top. Land spam is now started from Congreve and from Tagrock at minute 4:30. Sneaky Sam will deny mass extractors. Left the ACU, no, the ACU will grab more reclaim. Although conveniently Congreve knows that Tagrock hasn't gotten here yet because of the scout. Bombers now out from Tagrock and interceptor from Congreve. The plan is multiple bombers before attacking. Sam goes to work, takes out the engineer. That'll take a while to replace. Celine's moving forward. Better intel positions. These bombers will fly right over these interceptors, who were just put into a patrol order. 4 of them. These bombers will not get very far. It slows down, gets shut down. If it had gone a little further, it could have air crashed into the radar. Congreve retreating with the ACU. Celine in stealthy mode. Might kill this tank. No, the intel is more valuable. Interceptors now up from Tagrock. We'll be fighting this other interceptor. And that bomber. Bomber is allowed to get one pass off, but misses its bomb, and then gets shot down. More bombers out for Congreve, bombing the force, and the engineer set to reclaim. Cheeky engineer survives with 5 health, but will be finished off by a second pass. Now an early land battle here. Numbers for Congreve and air support for him as well. But it might prevent the engineers from getting up a point defense. Yep, the engineers are killed. But a major land force has been denied. Now a huge interceptor presence coming in to deny air. Took one stationary flak. We'll clean this up. Now Congreve has won the top choke point. Tagrock has managed to get up a point defense, but already is in this force. Now, meanwhile, Congreve attacks the smaller force, defeats it, and Tagrock attacks this even smaller force and defeats it. But reinforcements coming in, these forces will need to retreat, or they'll be slaughtered. They will be slaughtered. TMD and Tech 2 land now out. He's got Tech 2 power. Plan is Ultravas to the top. After getting a... what is this? Is that a... maybe... I think that's a flak. TML now going up in the middle, along with the Tech 2 radar. Congreve pushes forward, takes out the point defense, but a superior force from Tagrock will take it out. Now, meanwhile, a force from Congreve, it's got 2 already in it. The point defense is not up yet, so it doesn't even matter. This plan is an Olsheva and 5 tanks against this force. This point defense can get up in time, it'll be a huge advantage. Olsheva using superior range, but needs to dodge the arty shells. Tagrock now winning back the top. TML has been successfully built, it is loaded. A little TML is out from Tagrock. He's got one here, and one to protect his land factory. That might be enough. Arty will take out the point defense quite nicely. Seraphim have the best Arty for taking out point defenses. Very quick, very efficient. Now Tech 2 point defense is now out from Congreve. We'll keep this force back. Now meanwhile an engagement. On the side, Tech 2 land is now out. Pillars being produced. Tech 3 land now out for Tagrock. That was quite quick. Minute 12, Tech 3 land. Othams. Now out. Plan is a wall. It's interesting, he'll leave this force in here trapped if that wall gets completed. TMD gets built right in front of the TML. TML is now worthless. Did it get any kills? It got 1 kill. Probably on a mech. But now all sorts of TMD. Otham now deciding it doesn't care about the Tech 1 force. Goes right in 2 Othams and Olshevas against quite a few pillars and a shield. The Tech 3 should push that back. The force manages to get behind the wall before the wall is complete. Huge intercept presence up from Congreve. Congreve now takes air control. Plan is Tagrock just building bombers, but now an idle air factory. Got multiple Tech 2 power. Now coming out with Tech 3 engineers. Othams take it out. We'll need to see Percival's. TMD now out. Congreve sitting under a shield, but no Tech 2 point defense. This force might be able to push out through, but he needs Percival's stat. Now they're coming out. Slightly delayed. This force does not want to engage right now without Percival's support. Maybe the concept is to push pressure on. How much radar coverage does Tagrock have of that? Well, he certainly knows exactly what's in it now. He double bombs, takes out a bunch of tanks, and pushes forward, knowing that there's no Tech 3 in that force yet. Awesomes will now massacre the Tech 1. With interceptor control for Congreve. If he can leverage that with maybe Tech 2 air, gunships. Now Tech 2 transport out. Not exactly sure what it's transporting, maybe just engineers to reclaim. Tech 3 now massacring. You should have waited till these Percivals were in the force. Which they are now. Tech 3 anti-air, Tech 2 radar. Might want some Tech 3 point defense, or at least Tech 2 point defense. Bombers now coming out, targeting the tactical missile launcher. They bring it down to half health, but it will be repaired by engineers. Trying to push forward again, but Percivals are now in this force, making it much more difficult to progress. Tech 3 point defense will stop any further advancement. Degrok now putting a lot of build capacity, repairing this, and getting missiles up. I'm confused why Congreve does not like this. He has a lot of TMD. Maybe just some TMD here would be nice. Percival is now pushing back. The Awesomes, they will retreat. As just giving time for Tech 3 point defense to be completed. Once that's done, this will be a no-go zone. Now the TMD is out and shooting. 4 missiles currently loaded. It was shot down by Buzzkill. Or just hit by a shield. Either way, no damage. Percival is now putting lots of pressure. Tech 3 point defense creep is continuing. Missiles now out, targeting this. No, that's Tech 3 already, actually. Tech 2 air now out from Tagrock. We are seeing interceptors. Double bombs to take out tanks. Are very useful. Now engineers picking up dead Awesomes, and that mass will be reinvested in Tech 3 point defense. In a creep. Already showing their worth. But now the Arty is under fire from other Arty. Another Arty shell right here will take those out. Shields will prevent any further advances. Percival's now pushing forward. Lots of dead transports. And now is there any response? There's a single... Nope, no Awesomes. Nope. TMT right here will be destroyed by Arty. It's got 9 missiles on it. Might as well use those while you have a chance. Now Tagrock definitely needs a plan right here. He needs some point defenses, not Tech 3 power, that will get destroyed. He needs gunships maybe, there's no flak in this force, that would be useful. ASF now up, that won't help him when this is happening to you. Transport could just provide slight anti-air coverage. Alright, now Tech 3 power is up. What is he planning to do with it? Tagrock is getting a quick gun upgrade. I don't know if he can fend off all those Percivals. Of course, the wall has been reclaimed, and now Percivals are moving through the top. Arty continuing to make work of flak. Now, a crucial air fight. If Congreve can win air, this will be a decisive victory for him. Gunships shooting at Percivals. Tech 2 point defense now up. The Tech 3 factory is alive. Tagrock needs to overcharge Percivals. Now madness. These units are just running in. Taking out Tech 2 mass extractors, but it looks like they will be repelled with ASF just getting back air control. The last Percivals are down, and now this will die quickly. Tagrock now putting pressure. huge reclaim field for Tag Rock, but he had to sacrifice all that expansion. And now Percival's are taking their time taking out this force. Bah! Tag Rock 2012. He's now found with a fairly useless base. No flak! You need some flak in here. Tech 2 flak would prevent the massacre of Percival by Tech 2 gunships. Now will we be seeing flak? Produce some flak. Congreve, we know you want to. No Tech 3 air. Congreve looking to get back air control. Tech 2 Arty going to work. If they could hit power storages, then base would be much more vulnerable. But these will certainly have to be dealt with, but massive gunship force should take care of them. If they notice. Congreve looking at a very nice map control advantage. Let's look at eco. 145 mass. 127. It's about 20 extra. Tech 2 flak now out, but they'll be targeted down by the gunships. Although the Tech 2 flak will force it away. ASF battle, but Tag Rock has numbers. Loads of Tech 3 anti-air will massacre the Tech 2 gunships. This is one hit, one kill stuff. Tech 3 point defense is holding down this choke point. Hero ASF can take Tech 3 anti-air to the face and live. Percival's leading. Let's see. Bring up my magical Tech 3 land cheat sheet. Yep, a Percival can outrange an Autumn by about 10 units. Tech 3 shields, and Tech 2 point defense is now headed up for Tag Rock. He's made good use of the reclaim, getting anti-air defenses. He's building Tech 2 mass extractors on top. Some gunships have managed to survive. Now, multiple Tech 3 powers. Tag Rock, plus about 10,000 power. Congreve at 5,000 power, so much more air production for Tag Rock. Almost twice it. Congreve needs to get more power. Guess the plan is Tech 3 drops. When you don't have air control, I don't know how that's gonna work. Actually, Congreve might win it back, but fighting over Tech 3 anti-air won't be helpful. Tech 2 point defenses are mostly complete. Shields go down. No direct engagement though, they're just running past. Now Tag Rock has managed to secure air, but a drop is... Oh, it was almost so close, it was so close. Percival's back here would just destroy this, all of it. It would be dead. Raiders are being destroyed, but no flak in this force, and no shields. If Congreve had more flak, he would have won a long time ago. He can't compete in the air fights without building more Tech 3 power, which is the plan. At this point, he's essentially giving mass. Leaving his ASF on the ground. Percival's now taking advantage. Some ASF were lost, but nothing to be significant. Arty continuing to go to work. Target is Tech 3 anti-air. Actually, just about anything. If that Tech 3 power was targeted, it'll take a lot to get it down, but it'd be worth it. Lots of Tech 3 anti-air could shift the air fight in favor of Congreve. Got lots more Tech 2 power. Blends of lots of Tech 2 shields and Tech 3 point defense. Looking to make this a chicken-proof situation right here. Percival's now being forced back by Othams. Very tragic. Very effective arties. Do not take out the Tech 2 power, Tech 3 power. If they had one more round of shells, that would have gone down. That would have given Tegrock a power advantage. But Tegrock is running a bunch of shields. Actually, not as many shields as Congreve is. Packing the NGs. Actually, no, not packing NGs, just they look quite packed. The Tech 3 point defense creep continues at a snail's pace. Guess the plan is to get a sizable attack force. At this point, you could stop Tech 1 land production. Fatty started by Congreve looking to end this game. Tegrock. No experimentals to speak of. Tech 3 already now pushing back a force. If we can get a shell right here, that would be very, very nice. One more. And he retreats. Massive scouting effort. We'll get great intel, and now he's seen the chicken. No, the fatty. Yeah, he saw that. He knows it's there. Now, work will begin on a chicken. Immediately, work started on a chicken. Massive force, pushing it up. It's almost half complete. Whereas Congreve is only working half-heartedly on this fatty. That won't matter. The chicken will always take severe damages from all this land. Now, let's look at eco. Plus 203. Plus 450. So massive eco advantage for Tegrock. He's gotten these all. Chick is now finished. Tech 3 drop. Wheel drop right here. And reinforce engineers to reclaim. Yeah, we're seeing lots of Tech 3 mass extractors. Whereas the plan from Congreve, instead of investing in mass, will be to try to get a fatty reasonably quickly and Tech 3 point defenses. Chica will now come out in assistance of this Tech 3 force. It will get hit by Artie, but that will not matter too much. Artie is now retreating. A very light point defense. Engineers will now be massacred. Tech 3 point defense is now shooting at the force. Power problems for Tegrock. Power problems for Tegrock. What is he doing? Getting Raz, maybe? Chicken now pushing out. Lots of build capacity on the fatty at this point. Also getting more Tech 3 point defenses. Chicken is lost about 20% of its health, but now will come in range of most of the... There's maybe... If this first row had been completed, this would have been impenetrable. But now, with shields, lots of Tech 3 in support, this may be the end of the game for Congreve. Inferior amounts of... Oh, and the Tech 3 power goes down. Fatty comes up. Strap bombers try to take it out. Loses its shield. He has to retreat behind the shields now. Trying to kite the chicken, but he can't. There's no room. And strap bombers take him out. Congreve Loses Fatty, loses his defenses. Now he's got a chicken in his base. GG's are called. Now chicken with in support. Tagrock now working to gain back air, but with a chicken in his base. In one beautiful shot, the chicken takes out Congreve, minute 39. In a very exciting game, we saw major pushes on Tagrock and a final. Well, the first chicken managed to push through the unfinished defenses, take out the power to cause the splash damage. Just a word of advice, you don't want your power near your defensive structures, because when they die, they will damage all your defensive structures, and it will not be friendly. So, maybe if there was a lot of flak in that early force, and the gunships had not been able to take it out, or if Congreve had made lots more tech 3 power a lot earlier, that would have been helpful. Strategic missile defenses. All that jazz. So if you have any suggestions for these casts, please leave them in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, all the good YouTube stuff. And good night.